Richard, what the hell is going on? I just came home to see some random woman waiting on the porch only for her to tell me that she's pregnant with your baby and that you're leaving me for her? Richard?
What? In case you can't tell, I'm actually dealing with a really bad situation right now, so I don't need you yelling at me as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, when my husband's pregnant mistress confronts me on the porch of my home, I thought that perhaps I would be able to actually confront my husband about it and get some answers. How silly of me. I should have known that you would just instantly go to that random woman's side and that you would expect me to say nothing at all.
Look, it's not like I planned for this to happen. I never wanted you to find out, especially not with Tracy coming to the house to tell you that she's pregnant with my baby. I mean, how bad does this make me look? All the neighbors will know and they'll start gossiping with whoever they can find. I'm gonna look like a complete moron for getting my girlfriend knocked up whilst I'm married.
Oh no, what a shame. I honestly don't care what you planned, Richard, or whether or not you wanted me to find out. The fact of the matter is that apparently you've been cheating on me with this woman, and now she's pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to sort out. I'm trying to fix everything so that it doesn't interfere with us.
Oh, there is not an us anymore. That ship sailed the moment you decided to go and sleep with another woman.
What are you going on about? You're my wife. We're married. You have to stay with me.
No, I really don't. I'm in the process of looking up how to get a divorce right now. I want nothing to do with you anymore. I mean, you think you look bad to the neighbors? I'm the naive idiot who didn't know her husband was cheating on her until his mistress literally shoved it in my face.
Well, I mean...
There's no getting out of this for you, Richard. We are so over.
You can't do that. Only the man can make that decision, and I'm not letting you get a divorce. I simply refuse. I won't sign any papers or anything.
Well, Richard, it's a good thing we don't live in the 1950s anymore, isn't it?
1950s? God, Sophie, there's no reason for you to be so sarcastic. I'm not trying to be rude to you, am I?
Refusing to sign divorce papers and trying to keep me hostage in a relationship with you? A cheating, selfish asshole? Yeah, I'd call that being pretty rude. But it doesn't matter. Even if you don't sign the divorce papers, I could just take you to court and have them end the marriage.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
If there's due cause for them to end it, yeah, the judge can legally terminate a marriage. And I think the fact that you've cheated on me and it's resulted in a baby with the other woman is a good enough reason for the marriage to be ended.
God, all you do is keep going on and on about that stupid baby.
Because that baby is proof that you've been unfaithful to me. And just FYI, probably not the best move to call your unborn child stupid. It really doesn't show good parenting skills.
I don't care. This is my child, not yours. I don't understand why you're getting so upset over everything. It's none of your business.
I think I'm allowed to feel angry and upset at the fact that I just discovered my husband has been cheating on me. And none of my business? That's laughable. This directly affects me and Kiara.
That's another thing. You can't divorce me because we have Kiara. We can't expect her to choose between her parents. It's not fair to her, and I'm not rearranging my schedule on a weekly basis just so that she can come and see you.
Well, you've not got any reason to worry then, because our daughter has chosen to stay with me.
What? You told her what was going on? How could you do that? Are you really that petty that you'd manipulate my own daughter against me?
I didn't tell her anything. Your girlfriend wasn't particularly quiet when she came to confront me, and Kiara was able to hear everything through the front door. And considering she's 13 years old, she's old enough to decide for herself what's right and what's wrong, and who she wants to be with.
So, that's it? You're not even gonna tell her my side of the story?
What is your side of the story? You cheated on me. That's it. But if you want to try and talk to her, then you can. You are her father. Just don't be surprised if she doesn't want to talk or listen to you. Just because you're her dad doesn't mean you get an automatic pass to act however you want. Kiara knows that what you've done is wrong, and she will deal with you how she sees fit. And if you even think about trying to guilt trip her or put any of your wrongdoings onto her, then you will have me to answer to. Do you understand?
What are you, her prison guard?
I'm her mom. And I will protect my daughter from harm, which includes emotional harm as well.
Well, she's gonna have a little brother or sister soon, so you can't stop her from meeting them and forming a bond with them.
Of course I wouldn't do that, if that is indeed what Kiara decides she wants to do. I mean, it's not the baby's fault that you and your girlfriend are both idiots. The child never asked to be born, so there's no reason to blame it for everything. This mess isn't the baby's fault. It's yours.
Well, maybe if you actually bothered to give me some attention every once in a while, this wouldn't have happened. Maybe I wouldn't have gone looking for someone better, someone who will actually treat me right, instead of you who's only interested in your stupid job and Kiara. How about showing your husband a little bit of love, huh?
Oh my god. You sound like such a toddler. I told you that my job would be taking up a little bit more of my time at the moment, as I have just been promoted. As well as that, Kiara is our daughter, and so she deserves attention and help, as being a teenager can be quite difficult. So I'm sorry if you felt as if I was ignoring you or whatever, but that isn't a reason or justification for going behind my back and sleeping with someone else. If you truly felt like that, then you should have talked to me. I mean, how could you do something so horrible to me?
Well, I mean, is it really that difficult to understand why?
What do you mean?
Fine, I'll spell it out for you. You're just so incredibly boring and dull, and that would be okay if I was actually able to use the money you earned to go and do whatever I wanted with it, but you spend it all on stupid things, like the house and your car and Kiara. There's never any left for me to have fun with. So, I mean, honestly, what kind of idiotic man would I be if I didn't go and find my own entertainment, free of charge? It's really not that big of a deal. Lots of men do it. You really should have seen this coming.
If you hate me so much, why did you bother agreeing to marry me in the first place?
Well, I thought that maybe you would rise in the ranks of your job to a high-paying position, then I could have the lifestyle I want, but even though you've been promoted, I still don't see a single penny of your wage.
So you were literally only with me for the money?
Yeah, pretty much.
You are seriously unbelievable. After everything I've done for you, I have worked so incredibly hard to build a home for our family, to earn the money needed to make sure that we never went without anything. Being a good mother to our daughter, who means the world to me, being a good wife to you, and yet you decided to throw it all away. And for what? Some quick night with a cheap woman? Well, fine. You can live with that mistake. Me and Kiara will live our lives free of you, and I will do everything I can to make sure Kiara never feels unloved.
I don't think so. Kiara's my daughter too, so if I have to fight you for custody, I will.
Well, you'll be in for a big fight then. I'll happily take you to court over this. I guess we'll have to see what happens. Until then, you can move out of my home. I'll keep Kiara here as it's a more stable environment than whatever random girl you end up with.
I don't think you're keeping the house. I am.
Actually, I'm the one who has been paying the mortgage and all of the bills. So it's actually mine.
I don't think so. The courts will definitely side with me on this one, especially considering I'll have custody of Kiara as well. You know, being a man and all, they'll know that I'm the better choice for Kiara to be raised by. They'll let me keep the house so that she doesn't have to move, and you'll continue to pay for it.
You really think they'll do that?
I'll certainly push for it. I know that.
You're a horrible man, and I can't believe I didn't see it before. All those years trying to please you and make you happy, and you couldn't have cared less about me. Do you even care about Kiara at all? Or is she just some sort of prize to be won to you?
Of course I do. Anyway, let's face it, you're not the brightest crayon in the pack, are you?
Huh?
I've been cheating on you with Tracy for at least 4 months now, and you didn't even notice. It's kinda sad, really.
4 months?
Yup, that's right. Tracy just gets me. Better than you, anyway.
Whatever. I don't even care anymore. I'll put all of your things on the sidewalk at some point. If you want them, you better be quick to get them.
You can't do that! That's my home!
No, actually, it isn't. It stopped being your home the minute you cheated on me and betrayed Kiara.
Oh, whatever. I'll be by later to get my things. I suppose the one good thing out of all this is that I finally get to be rid of you.
I feel exactly the same way about you.
Ugh, whatever. Just know that this isn't over. The courts will decide who gets custody of Kiara.
then I'll fight as hard as I can to try and gain full custody of her. She'd be better off without me than you and whatever woman you decided to be with that week.
Whatever, I've got a pregnant girlfriend to deal with right now, so I'm done humoring you.
Seriously, Richard? It's been 3 months since the divorce hearing and since I won full custody of Kiara, and you have yet to pay me a single alimony check? Kiara is your daughter as well, and you have a duty as her father to help out in raising her.
I don't care what the court said. I'm not giving you a single penny. I need this money for my new baby that Tracy's having. Do you know how expensive babies are? There is no way that I can give you money for Kiara. Besides, Kiara's 13 now. She doesn't need me babying her. She's old enough to be fine without me. And anyway, you wanted full custody of her, so you should have to raise her by yourself.
Seriously, Richard? You're just going to abandon your daughter like that? How could you do that to her? Kiara is still your daughter. Don't you love her?
Of course I love her. I just don't have time for her right now. I've got other things to deal with. My new baby is gonna need me to be a good father.
Kiara needs you to be a good father as well.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't have the money to give some to both Kiara and my new baby, so Kiara is gonna have to just get by with whatever you're able to earn. Got it?
And is that seriously how you feel? That's what you're going to go with?
Yes, it is. So just get over it already.
Fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I'm so scared. You're nothing but talk, Sophie. You're not gonna do anything, and we both know it. So just leave me alone and go live your pathetic little life.
Uh-huh.
Sophie, how could you do this to me? You seriously got the police involved simply because I wouldn't give you the alimony money?
Well, yeah, of course I did. I mean, after all, it is against the agreement of our divorce settlement, which means that you are technically breaking the law by not providing for your daughter.
But I told you that I can't afford to give money to both Kiara and raise my new baby. Plus, Tracy really doesn't want me spending money that she believes belongs to the new baby, as it's gonna need a lot of things in order to raise it properly.
Well, that's not my problem. Perhaps you should have thought about all of this before you went and cheated on me and got your girlfriend pregnant, huh?
I didn't plan for this to happen.
Well, that's obvious. You're not smart enough to do that. But it still doesn't negate the fact that you need to provide for your daughter.
Look, just call the police off, okay? I can't pay you and that's that.
Perhaps you could use some of that money you siphoned out of my bank account to pay the child support?
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. I know you stole from me. So you can either pay me what you owe, or I can tell the police and have you arrested for theft. Your choice.
But...
Look, I really don't have the time nor the patience to deal with you right now. All I'm trying to do is make sure that Kiara is provided for. She's the only thing that matters to me. And just because you got another woman pregnant does not mean you don't still have a responsibility to your daughter. If I have to make sure you fulfill that responsibility, then so be it. So, if the money isn't in my account by the end of the day, I'll be contacting the police and having you arrested. Understood?
Fine, I'll give you the stupid money.
Thank you. And just a warning, if you actually want to have a relationship with Kiara, you might want to actually bother to pick up a phone and talk to her. Otherwise, you're going to lose her. See you, Richard. Oh, and don't forget the alimony goes in once a month until Kiara's 18.
Yeah, I know.
Just double checking. Anyway, goodbye, Richard. Good luck with your new baby. I hope you're a better father to it than you are to Kiara. After that conversation, I am happy to say that Richard has kept true to his word and has given me the alimony money for Kiara every month. However, that's as far as his interactions with us go. Whilst I am not bothered in maintaining a relationship with him, Kiara was upset the first few months that he didn't reach out to her and visit her. However, I am talking her through how she feels, and we are getting through it together. She truly is one amazing little girl. As for Richard, I heard that his girlfriend gave birth to a baby boy. However, she is so incredibly demanding and expects Richard to do everything for her. I think she also might be cheating on him. However, their relationship is none of my business. I'm just happy to finally feel free again. Remember, don't settle for someone who treats you like rubbish. You deserve so much better. Hi, honey. Good afternoon.
Well, good morning. It's still morning here.
How's your trip going?
Not bad. What's up? How's my mom?
She's sleeping.
Good.
Good? It's not good. Her condition is getting worse, and it's becoming more than I can handle.
Now you're starting to sound lazy. You've been doing great so far. Don't try to back out of it now.
I've been doing it for the past 18 years of my life. I need to start looking out for myself.
What are you talking about?
I was going through my timeline today on Facebook, and I saw an ad for a sculpture class. I want to enroll in it.
What? Why would you want to do that?
What do you mean? I've always told you how much I love to sculpt. You know I am passionate about the art form. So why are you acting shocked now? Is everything okay? Why aren't you answering?
I'm just speechless. How can you be so selfish, Mia?
Excuse me?
You just told me that my mom's getting worse, and you seriously think this is the right time to start learning how to mold clay? Jeez, are you for real?
For your information, sculpting is beyond just molding clay. Besides, the class won't affect how I take care of your mother. I just need to do something I am passionate about to feel alive once again.
I get it, but what's more important right now is my mother. Or do you want her to die?
Why would you say such a horrid thing? I would never wish that on your mother.
The class will be nothing but a distraction. It'll stop you from carrying out your duties.
My duties?
Come on, I'm the one traveling all over the world, making money. It's your job to take care of the home and my mom.
So, what are you saying?
Let's focus on what's important right now, and that's my mom.
At least think about it, will you?
Fine, I'll think about it. I need to go offline now. Talk to you later.
Take care. Hi, honey. Good evening.
Sweetie, how are you doing?
I'm okay, preparing for bed.
And my mom?
She's good. I've put her to sleep.
Thank you. You're the best.
Have you had time to think about what we discussed last week?
I'm so sorry. I forgot. I've been swamped with work.
How could you forget?
How could I not? Besides, I thought we were already past this.
No, we're not. The window for registration is closing, and I have to sign up before the end of the week.
You can't do it, Mia. Who'll take care of my mom while you're taking the class? You'll leave my sick mom alone in the house? Come on.
I thought about that, and I came up with a good solution for everyone.
You're not taking her to class with you, are you?
What? No, that's silly. Why don't we place her in a nursing home? They are more equipped to take care of her.
I can't believe this, Mia. You want me to leave my mother in the hands of strangers who only want my money?
It's their job, and they will take better care of her than I ever could.
No, you're just being lazy, and you want to stop taking care of my mom just so you can mold stuff. I won't accept this. You're not taking that class.
Ever since we got married, all I've been doing is taking care of your mom. I've been doing it for 18 years, and you don't even care about my well-being. I gave up everything for your mother, and now that I finally want to do something for myself, you mean to stand in my way?
Just hold on until a better time. Stop being selfish.
You are the one being selfish. Why don't you send her to a nursing home?
Do you know how much they charge?
I think your mother deserves anything they charge. What's the point of working and making money if you can't take care of your mom?
Why should I pay a dime to strangers to do something my wife is more capable of? You're not going to register for that class. My mind is made up.
You're really going to do this to me? After everything I've done for you and your mom?
You're the one doing this to yourself. Stop this delusion and focus on my mother. When I return from this trip, I'll get you something, okay? Sweetie, are you mad at me? Mia, why aren't you picking up my calls?
Hi, what's with the urgency? Is everything okay?
How can everything be okay? $8,000 was withdrawn from our joint account. Why?
Jesus, is that why you're burning up my phone?
You don't think $8,000 is a lot of money?
Well, it's not enough for you to be so strung up.
What did you use the money for?
I placed your mom in a nursing home. I went ahead with it since you were dragging your feet.
How dare you? I told you not to do it.
I don't know what your endgame is, but it seems I'm the only one looking out for her. She was getting worse by staying in the house, and you didn't care. Well, I took the decision out of your hands.
You went against my wish, Mia. I expressly told you not to. This is all because of that sculpting class, right?
Actually, the sculpting class is only a bonus. I used the money to pay for your mother's admittance into the nursing home, and the rest covered the registration fee.
You really have some guts. I can't believe you used my money to do things I explicitly forbade.
I did what is best for everyone. Your mom's health will significantly improve at the nursing home. Besides, you spend most of your time traveling around, so I don't expect you to understand how boring it gets staying at home all day.
This is your excuse for abandoning my mother with strangers who know nothing about her? How could you be so heartless? I won't forgive you for this. If you can do such a thing to my mother, who knows what you can do to me? I don't think you love me as much as you claim.
Stefan, how could you say this? You know I love you. I'm sorry if I made you mad. I'll make it up to you. I promise. Stefan?
Mia, we need to talk.
Really? You've been ignoring my calls for the past 4 days, and now you want to talk?
Are you still attending the class?
I'm just returning from today's class. Why?
So you eventually did as you please even after I told you how I felt about this sculpting thing. Have you no sense of loyalty?
You are the one with no sense of loyalty to the wife who has been taking care of your mother for almost 2 decades. You want me to remain a maid and a caregiver for the rest of my life. I deserve better than this.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I'm done with this marriage. I can't be with someone who hates my mother. I want a divorce.
You are kidding, right?
I am dead serious. I can never trust you again. After all, you abandoned my mother. What's stopping you from leaving me too when you pick an interest in another stupid skill?
This is really unfair of you, Stefan. Do you really want to throw away everything we have built over the years?
I just want a divorce, Mia. Sculpt all you want. I don't care.
Okay then. If this is how you feel, then I will give it to you.
Mia, you can expect a call from my lawyer anytime soon.
So you're really going through with this then?
I've made my feelings perfectly clear. My mother is the only person I love in this world, and you failed her.
Funny you should say that while I have been the one taking care of her. Do you even know what she likes to eat every morning? Have you ever made your mom so much as a cup of tea?
Let's end this right here. I want nothing more to do with you. You brought all this upon yourself, and you deserve everything that's coming to you. Mia, what's this I'm hearing?
What is it this time round?
My lawyer told me you're asking for 50% of all I own? Why would you ask that?
You mean 50% of what we own?
That's my money. Those are my properties. I'm the one always flying around and working my butt off all day. All you do is sit around and you're asking for 50%?
I deserve it, Stefan. The reason I never got a job was because of your mother. I was too busy taking care of her. If I had chosen to ignore her the way you do, I would be at the top of my career by now. You're lucky your mother is a sweet soul. She's the reason I stayed this long in the marriage.
Lies. I'm starting to understand that you were simply after my hard-earned money.
That money and those properties belong to the both of us, and nothing can change that.
Fine, you can have them all. I don't need you anyway.
We'll see about that.
Hey, sweetie. It's been a while. Mia?
Why are you messaging me? We are not meant to talk outside the court.
Please, just spare a few moments. I need to say something.
I'm really not interested. Goodbye.
I messed up. I messed up big time. I took you for granted, and I lost you. I'm so sorry. Can you forgive me? Mia? Please say something.
What do you want me to say?
Curse me. Anything. I probably deserve it all. I was horrible to you, and I don't deserve to be forgiven.
You got that right. But why are you in my DM? I don't care about your apologies.
Since you left my life, everything has taken a turn for the worse. I used to think all you were good for was taking care of my mom, but now that I'm alone, I've realized just how much you did. You took care of the home, you made sure all the bills were paid on time, and our debts were settled. You helped me with my work-related projects. You made life so easy for me, and I threw all that away because of my stupidity. I'm so sorry.
Well, I did say you would regret it.
And you were right. Forgive me. Please, come back to me.
Don't be silly. Come back to you? What a joke.
Mia.
Be honest. The only reason you're crawling back to me is because you've realized how much you need me, and how I don't need you at all. You took me for granted and showed me your true colors. I would be foolish to come back to you after that.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, and it cost you our marriage. I've moved on, Stefan. You should do the same. I wish your mother the best of health, but once the divorce proceedings are done, you and I will never have to cross paths again.
But Mia, I love you.
Well, I don't love you anymore. Goodbye, Stefan. Don't contact me again.
Please, let's rethink this.
There is nothing to rethink. I am done. Stefan tried multiple times to get back together with me, but I rejected him. I regularly visit his mother at the nursing home, and she is always glad to have me around. I also got a well-paying job in a manufacturing company, all thanks to some friends I made in the sculpting class. I feel very fulfilled and happy. Right now, I just want to be alone and do the things I love.